KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.
Guam will be represented at the Asia Rugby Women's Sevens tournament held in Jakarta, Indonesia, with hopes of moving up in competition.
I think we have a lot of senior players, and we've brought in a lot of younger girls that have a lot of potential to bring to the team. So we're really excited about what we're about to do in Indonesia.
With the veteran is just to help these young girls get comfortable with playing at this level, but also to expand their knowledge of the rugby game, and also to get a little bit more national experience with other countries, and waking them up that this is the real level. This is where all the hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears is all going to be put into work to pay off.
We started with a group of about 24 girls, and right now we are at 12 plus 1. So we had a little bit of a drop off, but at this point, the girls that have stuck with it, they've been drastically improving. We've been training, ever since in the middle of high school season. So we've been training quite a bit. So we should be pretty fit by the time we get there.
We actually were supposed to go last year to Thailand, so we were already trying to do our preseason, so we've kind of extended that out to where we are now. The majority of the team's actually moms, so it really gives no other member of the team an excuse not to show up and not to put in the work, because we're all here. We have all our responsibilities, school, work, and all of that. So to actually put in the time and to work and to show up is just number one.
Especially at this level, no one is paid. So I mean, for them to show up in the mornings, do their workouts, come in the afternoons and train, especially when they have family at home. I think the idea is that they train to represent their livelihood and the people of Guam, and I think they've really took that to heart. They've bought into the system, and it's going to show when we play. A couple years ago, we finished second in this tournament, so I mean we have very high hopes for ourselves.
Congratulations to Anthony Big Tone Solis on winning 3 gold medals from the Barbell Brigade powerlifting competition held in Los Angeles, California. Big Tone finished with lifts of 600-pound squat, 430-pound bench, and 672-pound deadlift. Solis represented Guam in the 140 kg weight class and set the island's 308 drug-tested records. Boys basketball from the KFC Summer League over at the Guam Sports Complex in Harmon. Yellow Jackets Black picked up the win over Fire Chicken in the U18 division.
With Dom Sablon here at the Clutch Studios in Agania to talk about the Basketball is Art project. 3 months later, looking at, final 10th court.
The project itself has been great. Being able to give back to the community in a big way and getting these kids out and competing at a high level has been a real humbling experience. And then not to mention the art aspect that we're bringing to these communities. We're hoping that this project at the end of it all will bring about a sense of pride in all the village communities that we've touched, and hopefully we continue to take care of these courts and enjoy the game of basketball together.
The community was very supportive. On the business side, you had people really wanting to jump on board. So shout out to everybody that's been a part of this project. And also, artist Lee was very instrumental in just making this dream become a reality.
Yeah, huge shout out to Lisa Nicholas, who I consider a great friend through this entire process. When I first met him, it was a simple, business transaction, and as I got to know him over the last 3 months, we've developed a real close relationship, and his work ethic and understanding what this is going to do for the island has really brought out some of his best work, in my opinion. And Lee's just a great guy to work with. He understands the vision. He understands athletics on the island and how shaping these courts and bringing his artistic approach to these courts is going to really benefit us all.
I strongly feel that art, it brings out just that much of color and beauty into the world, into this life. And especially with basketball, it's definitely, I have to say, it's definitely an outlet for problematic areas. If we're talking infrastructure, it really does tie in and bring kids away from a lot of crime. I think a lot of crime comes with a lot of time on your hands. But if you're preoccupied with like doing positive things with your friends, and you get more proactive in the community, you feel really you feel more confident in yourself. And with the basketball and the art works the same way. I just feel, I want to showcase the beauty, and I want to showcase the talent that we have on our island, because there's so much potential on this island.
On the government side, Department of Parks and Recs, the governor, lieutenant governor, really supportive in your vision.
Yeah, definitely. This all started with Governor Lulian Guerrero's Youth Empowerment Grant, and when this project was first proposed, they jumped on it right away. They thought it was a great opportunity to tackle different aspects of the grant, and most importantly, getting these kids back out and active as we near post-COVID. So a lot of these kids were cooped up the last two and a half years, and to be able to give back in a big way, make this accessible and free for every kid was huge, and we hope it continues to steamroll and provide more opportunities.
Or on the final court, the 10th court down in Umatic, the games or the tournament was scheduled to wrap up this weekend, but weather forecasts looking like rain, so the tournament is going to be rescheduled.
Yeah, so unfortunately, with the current weather forecast and the way the weather's been recently, we're going to go ahead and postpone to the following weekend. But nonetheless, we're looking for a great turnout from the community. We're inviting everybody, whether you're a basketball player, basketball fan, to come out and support these kids. We do have some of the top high school players competing in this tournament. So, 3 months later, 10 courts later, champion will be decided, and we're looking forward to have everyone compete at a high level and enjoy the game of basketball.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G.